Okay, y'all, this may come as no surprise, but we're going to follow up this whole series on the Milwaukee Packout with some final thoughts, as I've mentioned throughout the whole series. If you have not watched any of them, I'm going to put a playlist up here in the corner so that you can go back and just check out really individually each one of the cases. So what it comes down to is they're huge. They're the biggest toolboxes, toolbox organizer type things that are out there, I guess. I haven't really compared it in size to the DeWalt. A lot of y'all mentioned the DeWalt systems. DeWalt really turned me off when they did the plastic latches on some of their, now that's not their, I don't think that's their tier system. It's like these companies have one system, and then, or like all these companies have jumped on this tiered type system, and they're all coming out with their own version of it. Of course, this one being the most popular right now. But yeah, it's a lot of hype. I'm not gonna say that they're not good cases, because overall build quality, the system, how they snap together, is really neat. That's a great system. I like how they snap together. But there's a whole bunch of minor things that I've talked about throughout the videos that are just stupid, like this part right here. This should be the same equal height, so that when you go and you set it down, it doesn't do that. If you're using this particular setup, you know, again, it's all dependent on what style of setup you're using. If you're using two of the equal size boxes, then yeah, it's going to stand up. But when you introduce these into it, it didn't make sense that they did that. So I've racked my brain over and over again throughout this whole series of videos and over the course of a week and a half, and I can't come up with a feasible reason to keep this one at all. Kind of the last straw was when I did the padlock one, because I was thinking worst case scenario, I could leave this at one of my, I've got a couple of different businesses large businesses that I'm at, where I have spots in their mechanical plants to do my own work when I come there. And I was thinking at first, maybe I'll just take it and leave it there and put a padlock in it. But considering the last video that we did, the security part of it, I don't feel real comfortable leaving it. Now, probably for that type of situation, I certainly wouldn't leave expensive tools in there. I would leave some of my older screwdrivers and things that I need while I'm working at that particular site, just so I don't have to carry stuff in. But by no means would I keep expensive tools for an extended period over there. But for those of you who do, that's what we see. We saw what we saw in that video in part 4. It's huge, it's heavy. I put all my tools into it. The tools fit great from the Locksmith. I love how, you know, it has these little mini toolboxes in there. But for the life of me, I can't feasibly see myself using this every single day, taking it out. I just can't. I don't know. I just can't see myself using it. Now, some of you have been like, I can't believe you're going to return those when they're used. At least one person has. So I haven't used them at all. All I've done is show y'all and put my tools into it and taken them back out. And otherwise, for most 90% of their life here, they've just been sitting there waiting for me to get done with this series of videos, just so I can show y'all, in case you're wondering. So I hope that they've helped. I know some of my videos can get pretty long-winded, but you should be used to that if you're a subscriber to the channel. You know, long story short, if you're not in the locksmith trade, or you have a big vehicle, or you even have a trailer where you can wheel this type of system out, then go ahead and start putting your money into it. Or if I don't know, I can't say that. I can't say that either. They are expensive. You know, this part, these are like 130 bucks, like 70 and 40. $40 for an organizer that I can buy one for 20, half the price. I do like that it's shallow. I feel like I could probably find a use for this. and probably maybe as an impressioning system, but then again, I've already got a mostly ideal setup, and this is bigger than what I have. Everything fits in what I have now in a smaller package. Just doesn't have a handle. I can't see myself using this system on the daily, especially the toolbox. It would be great because it does keep all your stuff, but in most cases, you know, if I just use this on the daily for my drill, or even for an install kit, or for screws and drill to do quick repairs, because most of the time, most of our jobs are rekeys, and when we're rekeying, we run across, say, one door that's messed up, or two doors where you go and you put the locks back on, you notice that the strike is off. So honestly, all you need is a hammer, chisel, drill, and some bits. And if I kept them in here with all the other bits to do full installs, I'd have to carry the 2 1/8 inch bits, the hole saws, all the spade bits, everything that I use to do a full install. And that's carrying it for no reason. And I've, you know, y'all saw the toolboxes that I had. I'm kind of in the bag stage right now. The other thing is about floors. So yeah, these are hard plastic. I mean, it may or may not mess up the floors. I don't know for sure. I'm gonna wipe all that dirt off before I take it back. But baking is real. I love the system. I love the theory. It's just too big for me. So if you have a need for large toolboxes or a rolling type system like that, now they just announced a like a longer carry case that is like twice this, like, I don't know, double this length or something. These are designed to stack on it like this, so you can carry two of these. For contractors or people that need tools for a long period of time throughout the whole day on a site, sitting in one area, or even in a I can't even see this being used in a shop atmosphere unless you share the shop. I don't know. Long story short, they're going back. I think they're going to go back. I literally have no use for this guy. You know, I bought this hoping, like really hoping that I would find something that I could start using. And then as I sit and mess with them and you know, just screw around with them, I start thinking back to when I was using the rigid that we talked about in part 2, and I remember some of the problems with that, mainly how big it was, mainly finding a spot to put it when I'm on site at a job for a 5-minute repair. Flip open the latches, go in there, take it out, remembering how heavy it was, because I would invariably have all my install tools in there just because it was a good place to put it. And that's why I switched to bags, because I got tired of taking all that stuff in for a job where I literally only need something that would fit in a much smaller area. But as far as protection and weatherproof and moisture proof and all that, yeah, great. They're great cases. You got to give them that. They're well built. They're tough, seemingly tough. I feel like, you know, if I was one of those other types of YouTubers, I would almost have really tried to get in that case, and it would probably have broken it. And that would be probably a great clickbait video, but I'm not going to ruin a $70 case when I can take that and use it for any number of other things, perishables or whatever that I need throughout the day, drill bits and stuff. I just think, number one, it's silly as heck that they did that. It's not great that there's no real handle right there. They could have easily have cut this part out for maybe a handle or something. That doesn't make sense to me. Nothing about that part makes sense. It's like the designers were like, let's make a cool heavy duty case, but forgot all the little minor facts that, you know, there's certain ways that people need to use these, and if it needs to sit in a truck like this, you have to come in with two hands and pick it up, whereas with any other ones that have a side handle, you can pick it up. long story short, that's it. I appreciate y'all watching. Hopefully, if you were thinking about buying the Milwaukee Packout cases, this helps to inform you of some of the possible downfalls of it. Never saying they're not good quality cases, because they are great quality cases. It's just they're very, I don't know. These are going back. I don't really think I want to waste my money on this, because I think it's going to end up sitting over here somewhere, just being a very expensive cardboard box in the shop because I don't use it in the truck. Anyway, thanks again for watching, y'all. If you're not subscribed, make sure and hit that subscribe button. I'd appreciate it. Also, if you hit a thumbs up on this video or comment, whatever, helps the YouTube thing. And yeah, we'll catch you next video.